a special edition of Campaign Chronicles with Mark McKinnon in the house. So Mark, let's talk about, everyone knows polarization, or it's slowly dawning on people that polarization has taken a real toll on the parties and our process and our politics and the faith people have in our political system. Let's talk about some potential solutions, some ways to heal the divide and get government working again.
Yeah. Well, the fact is that the political system is paralyzed and has shown itself to be totally unresponsive to what Americans really want. So Americans are rising up in lots of different ways, but one of the ways is through an organization called No Labels. Got about 400,000 strong that we're involved in, that are starting to just bypass Congress and generate ideas on their own that are getting a lot of attention, like no budget, no pay. This is one of 12 reforms that have been proposed by organizations like No Labels, that say that, you know, if Congress doesn't do their job and they don't pass a budget, they shouldn't get paid. Those are common sense ideas that Americans love and that will reform Congress and make it work again. That's what people want to have happen. But the parties are more interested in scoring political points than they are in making real progress for the American people. So we're taking reforms right to the people, and they're taking it right to the politicians.
And you know, the professional partisans, I mean, this scares the hell out of them because they're thinking, well, hold on, you mean I don't get paid if we get gridlock? I thought I was getting paid for gridlock.
Well, that's what the unfortunate thing, John, is the way the system's set up today is that the partisans and the special interests get paid and rewarded for partisan gridlock. And that's why it continues, because the system is built in a way, and the campaign finance system rewards bad behavior. So we're trying to create some ways in which we reward positive behavior on behalf of our elected officials so we can actually make some progress.
And so we got the first hearing on this is going to be done March 14th out of Joe Lieberman's Homeland Security Committee, right?
Yeah, we do. We actually got a hearing, which is terrific news, and a lot of sponsors. This is actually scaring the hell out of some people, but it's going to be very tough for them to come out publicly and say that they don't support an idea like this. But you know, behind the scenes, they're whining about the fact that they might not get paid, which is the whole point. Because they say, okay, then pass the budget.
Yeah,
and you won't have a problem.
Yeah, you know, if y'all were a little more rational, we wouldn't be applying common sense carrots and sticks.
You know, and ask any Americans out there, if they don't do their job, they don't get paid. Shouldn't that apply to Congress as well? And that's all what people really want, is the same rules that apply to them to apply to Congress as well.
That's right. And there are a couple others. One, they're talking about filibuster reform.
Filibuster reform.
Sort of make it more like Mr. Smith goes to Washington, none of these automatic procedural, you know,
yeah, and up or down votes on appointments, you know, and within 90 days. I'm a good example of what happens in Washington. I was appointed to a federal commission by President Bush, and for 4 years never got confirmed. And
because you were a threat to the Republic, clearly.
Of course I was. And there are hundreds and hundreds of vacancies in the federal government, which, you know, makes it more dysfunctional. And so that would be an easy reform to get things working.
All right. Well, No Labels putting forward no budget, no pay. Hearing March 14th. I think this is what we got to do. We got to take the fight, and more importantly, not just say that polarization is a problem, but start proposing real solutions.
That's right, and that's what organizations are beginning to do because Congress won't do it itself.
Rock on. Mark
Take care, brother.
Good to see you.
See you.